next guest is a registered behavioral tech and is running for county commissioner in Brevard. Please welcome to the stage, Robert Klimkowski.
Hi, I had a stump speech prepared, but it doesn't adequately encompass how I feel about my liberties being stripped away from me. So, being actionable. Yeah! Being stripped away from me. All that is trust me, don't do that. Don't listen to him.
At least you work out more James weeks.
I'm really glad you all came out here tonight. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. I'm even more thankful, though, that we still have the right to speak.
Hold the mic closer, brother. Yeah, you go. Yeah. There you go, Robert. There you go. Hey.
That we have the right to speak.
Yeah.
The right to say what we want. And I'm glad that I'm not being silenced. With that being said, I am seeing that paradigm shift. And that is that's my main reason for my run. My name is Robert Klimkowski Jr., and I'm preparing to run Brevard County Commission, District 4. I'm a 29-year-old Catholic Catholic raised in Brevard County. And I know someone needs to run. Someone needs to stand up, so I am running to lead by example and to protect our individual liberties. I believe that it is incumbent upon every single one of us who is capable of sound mind, body, and soul to stand up for what is right at the right time. As John Stuart Mill proclaims, bad men need nothing more to compass their ends than that good men should look on and do nothing. When researching how do I formulate a proper stump speech for local office, the first question is, why do I want to run? In all honesty, I don't want to run. There's a difference between wants and needs, and this is a need. This is a necessity, and this is all that's left. I'm running so that I can show even myself can effectively break up the government duopoly at the local level. I'm far from perfect, but the paradigm shift that is happening needs someone that can be a vessel for their constituents. That allows the liberty and freedom of their voters, wants and needs, that cares about the problems that Brevard County is facing. I have attended as many public meetings as possible to sample what we the public need. I've seen the way our current commission treats its citizens as financial cattle. I want to pave the way so one day you can run, and should. The problem in Brevard County is first and foremost government transparency. We have a horrible trend of taxation and efficiency. These two issues are not divorced. We do not have a revenue problem in Brevard County, but what we do see is inefficient uses of allocated resources and no one can be held accountable. It is simply reduced to one word: greed. Lead by example. No floor motions during the county commission's meeting, which inhibits public comments. No backroom deals, no kickbacks, and no crony capitalism. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and take a 50% reduction in pay as the Brevard County Commissioner, which equals less than $30,000 a year. I do not feel as if I should be making more than the per capita average of my constituents. To combat the lack of transparency, I am creating a videography of my campaign. This works in three parts. First, it is what I truly believe is missing from politics, and something that I couldn't even part with when considering sound advice from respected counsel. Second, it will allow for anyone in the public to get to know what local campaigns look like. Third, it can function as a reference to show where mistakes were made for future campaigns to avoid. Which leads into my last policy of open book. As an elected official, you must hold yourself at a higher standard than the people you represent and govern. I will have an open book policy about what is going on in my life and community, both past and present. I want to be as open as possible because the only thing that's left fighting for is honesty in politics. Another major issue of ours is the annihilation of our estuary, the Indian River Lagoon. 40% of Florida's east coast is made up of the Indian River Lagoon. The Save Our Indian River Lagoon program was created as a part of a half-cent sales tax that Brevard County residents voted to impose on themselves in 2016. The program is designed to address excess nitrogen and phosphorus pollution to the Indian River Lagoon through various projects to reduce pollution inputs, remove legacy loads of pollution, and restore natural filtration systems. It is estimated that this plan will bring up to $489 million in revenue over 10 years to fund projects that will reduce or remove about 1.3 million pounds of excess nitrogen and 105,000 pounds of phosphorus annually from the Indian River Lagoon. This sounds great, but this Band-Aid solution does not address how and what will reduce the pollution going into the estuary as a long-term solution for this estuary. My last major focus. Here's just one possible solution. By ensuring resources collected from enforcement such as fines and correctly directed to lagoon efforts are not put in a general fund, and helping by providing educational material to community and businesses. Awareness accompanied by evidence-based data. My last major focus is the eradication of human sex trafficking. Florida ranks 3rd in the nation victims of human sex trafficking. Brevard County has Port Canaveral. Today, Port Canaveral is ranked as the world's 2nd busiest cruise port for multi-day embarkations. Local organizations such as Life for Capture states that there is a sex trafficking problem in Brevard County. To address the problem, one must identify the problem, and it starts with awareness. What is defined as sex trafficking, and where does it differ from occupational intercourse? The first course of action is we must define and differentiate sex trafficking and sex workers. While my personal values may differ as a libertarian, I must not allow my moral belief to hold bearing on my legislation. If you are of legal age and consent to engage in a voluntary exchange, that is your prerogative and holds no bearing on my life, liberty, or pursuit of happiness. The last part of the formulation of my solemn speech was the ask. Since I have not formed my core campaign committee and I have not formally filed yet, I have no ask at this time. That will change, and when I ask, will you respond?
Yes.
For now, I do ask this though. If I fail, if I falter, and fall flat on my face, stand up in my place. Keep being libertarians. Run for office if you can, and keep up the fight of our individual liberties, following the footsteps of Congressman Justin Amash, Vice Presidential Candidate Spike Cohen, and Presidential Candidate Joe Jorgensen. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time and continued passion for liberty. Again, my name is Robert Klimkowski, Jr., and I'm running for County Commission District 4.